Hey everybody, welcome to Camping with Steve. The day is here. The day I've long been waiting for. Got the new car. A few things we'll go over with this, but crazy neighbor's helping me out here today because I picked this car up from the dealership less than 24 hours ago, and I got a camp. Oh, hey, crazy neighbor. Hey, I got a camp in the back of this thing, so he's brought out some equipment and came to join me for a beer because it's thirsty season. So let's start unloading some stuff.
Okay.
And then I'll show you around on the car a little bit. This is not a car channel, so I'm not going to give you like an in-depth RAV. It's just like a LE RAV4, so there's nothing that fancy about it. Hard to believe, but LE stands for Luxury Edition, although it's the cheapest one they possibly sell, unless you special order one even cheaper. But this is pretty basic. It's got all-wheel drive, and I put two other options onto it, which I'll show you here. Got the hitch and wiring, and that's actually a 2-inch hitch receiver, and just your basic, is this 4 or 5 pins? It doesn't have anything for trailer brakes because there's no way you should be pulling anything that needs trailer brakes with a RAV4. Aside from the hitch, the one thing I really wanted was some big, meaty, aggressive off-road tires. These are all-weathers. What are they? All-terrain BF Goodrich's. They're light truck tires, actually, and beautifully accented by these 5-spoke hubcaps covering the steel wheel. I think my tires are actually bigger than yours.
Size doesn't matter, Steve.
In a normal campground today because I'm getting ready to head off on a big filming tour, and this is kind of relaxing to not be hiding from authorities, and it's the perfect time of year to camp. There's nobody in this park, just us. Look at this, a wasp trap. That'll teach them. Alright, could be worse, could be worse. It's that'll be snug. Got some birch from home, so that's gonna burn quite good. Got its own built-in kindling. I made a vow years ago that I'd never buy another vehicle I couldn't live in if I needed to. And this one fits the bill for one person. I could comfortably sleep in here. Actually, at the dealership, I put the seats down and laid in the back to see if I could. But, yeah, you gotta be kind of, yeah. Oh, that's perfect. For a single gentleman, this would be a fine accommodation. I think it'll go.
I think she's gonna like there, Steve.
And I think that's a new record for step 2, don't you think?
I think so, yeah. I think it's about time. What is this? Smithwick's Premium Red Ale. Well,
It's pronounced Smittix.
Smittix?
I don't know though.
That's okay, I don't care. Give it a try.
Should be good. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody at home.
That's tasty.
It's actually quite good.
It is. It's very tasty.
I normally buy the bottom shelf beer, but this stuff was a little higher up. A couple of shelves.
You know what, Steve? It's a lot warmer today than last time we were out.
Oh, it surely is. It surely is.
Yeah. Well, I brought the barbecue for you.
We're making stew.
You're making stew.
One of the things you'll see, of course, in a campground with not a lot of people around is it's overrun with nature. Lord knows what this was that left this here, but it was big, I'm sure of it. What do you think? Elk?
It wasn't me. Okay, Steve, I'm out of here. I got my feet wet, my feet are cold.
Okay.
I gotta go home and get into a warm bed.
Okay. Thanks.
See you in the morning.
Thanks for the help.
Okay, all right.
Bye, crazy neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, my poor eyeballs. Okay. Once the fire gets going a little bit better, we'll start cooking because it's going to take a while to simmer. It'll be a nice big Guinness beef stew. So I have to say I'm pretty pleased with the RAV4. Just had it less than 24 hours, which is enough time to kind of evaluate what it's doing and what it's not. I would say the one thing that's this is just ridiculous. Okay, the one thing that I will say is that what used to be standard on all the trims was roof rails, and they stopped doing that this year for supply chain reasons. So basically I was counting on, I actually ordered the crossbars and everything to put some little cargo thing on the top. So we're gonna have to be creative on this trip because I'll have to do some kind of aftermarket thing, and I'm really scared to drill holes through the roof of a car that I just got. But this thing is going to be used for camping quite a bit, and so if you're in the market, make sure if you want roof racks that you don't go with the LE. Where the roof rails normally go, they just got this little guard here. There's a little channel in here, but sadly there's actually no anchor points underneath of it, and I was really hoping the dealer would be able to put some in, but sadly it has to be done at the factory. And that's as much of a tear down as I want to do on a car with less than 60 miles on it. Oh boy. Come on, go back down. Got this nailed. Half rainbow cuts on the onion, fairly large pieces. Okay. Campfire brand bacon. The cheapest legal bacon you can buy. But it says Campfire, so seems up to the task. I'm a big fan of meals where you throw everything in a Dutch oven and then forget about it for a while. Today's one of those days. Vegetables, can't go wrong with them. Oh. That may. Somebody order a meal for 10. Garlic. Thyme. Don't have fresh. About right. That just leaves a few ingredients left. Our tomato paste. Get some in there. Oh, yikes, that is hot. Okay. Then, chicken broth. I don't know why the recipe called for chicken broth and beef stew, but perhaps to tone down the Guinness. And some in there. Wow, that is scorching. Unreal. Okay, so in it goes. Yikes, that's hot. Okay, chicken broth, and the final one is Guinness. This is actually in these cans in North America. It comes with these little nitrogen capsules in here, so it's nitrogenated, and that gets the fine head on it like you'd find in a great pub. So I learned my lesson the last time I replaced water with Guinness in a stew recipe. So we're going to use about half of this because it packs a punch. And thankfully last time I did one of these, it's been a couple of years ago now, I had enough broth and water and regular camping supplies in my car, and I was able to salvage it. But yeah, if you just do a stew and dump in a bunch of Guinness, wow, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Oh yes, now we're talking. So I'll throw the lid on this and ignore it for a while. Stew is looking good, and of course the humble potato, normally just used for vodka. This culinary acrobat is just at home in a still as it is in a pot or in a stew. So, wow, that's pretty congealed. Okay, get this warming up, and I'll show you just how congealed it is. Oh, yikes. That's something. Okay. Goes on there. This goes in the garbage. Yes, I got some pre-mashed potatoes, but this is if I'm going to be sitting here mashing my own potatoes in the woods. Now we're talking taters. Yes. Now that's a stew if I've ever seen one. Should have probably brought a ladle. Well, have to wish a happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. That was kind of the inspiration for the Guinness and beef stew here. Wow. Oh. So hot. But I usually try to find the most authentic recipes I can. And that ends up with me going down this rabbit hole on recipe sites. And basically none of them are authentic. So, you know, apologies, I know probably Irish stew should be lamb or something like that. Just the right amount of Guinness. And actually, yeah, this recipe I found on all recipes was the beef and Guinness stew recipe. And it had 5-star reviews out of like, I don't know, 1,000 reviews. So it can't be that bad, really. Obviously have to give a shout out to the folks that have donated to the Beer Donation Fund. That goes to all these crazy things. So thank you very much. And this trip coming up here. We're heading out probably Saturday. And this is the trip I've been trying to do for 2 years. And it's been really, like, kind of soul crushing that every time I try to get out, something goes wrong. And yesterday, when I realized there's no roof rails for racks, I'm like, oh really? Like, we had all the gear planned to go in the roof box on top, and that's not going to happen. So we're going to have smaller bits of gear, and we can do that. It's not a problem, but I'm not going to be held hostage by circumstance. We are going to get out there. What it looked like when I put this in the pot, like that I could feed an army, it's actually down to like a third of that. So I think I could actually eat this whole thing, but we'll see. I'll get another sleeping bag out here in case it's a little chilly. I don't think that's going to be a problem though. And a lot of people ask, you know, my channel is not a bushcraft or an outdoor survival channel. I just go camping. And people ask, if I want to go camping, you know, a lot of people haven't gone camping before, and you're wondering what they need. This is the ideal setup. The back of the car or the SUV. If you're not liking it, you can leave. You can pretty much bring everything you need. And you're away from bears. No bears getting in here. That's for sure. So, when I first started going out camping, yeah, we actually just took a normal like sedan, and we would sleep kind of sitting up in the seats in the front. So it's all good to get out and have a fire and all that. First time stretched out in a Toyota RAV4. This is kind of what's going on here. And I'm fairly stretched out. My feet are going kind of towards the center of the back door there, but also the front seat is not pushed up at all. This is just the normal driving level of the seat, and I'm 5'11". Yeah, I think this is great. In like a bear situation or somewhere you want to be warm, maybe your tent blew away or your bubble wrap didn't work, yeah, just crawl into here and it's perfect. So we'll see you guys in the morning, and thanks for watching. Good morning. The RAV4 gets 3 thumbs up for sleeping in it. That was actually really nice. Slept right through the night. And who should interrupt my blissful slumber? My crazy neighbor. He came back to help me carry some more of this. Hey, good morning. To help me carry some of the gear out of here. And actually, I can probably fit this all in the car.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of car camping, is that you're pretty much packed up. All you have to do is like load up the chair and drive away. Well, I'm going to waste no time getting back home right away and packing up and heading out on our trip. There's one really good stealth camp I want to do, and I've been planning this for a while, but the weather just wasn't cooperative last time I was headed out that way. So I got one for sure that I want to do. Got to get this repaired. I think this broke the very first day I got it. Beautiful wife and I are going to be camping probably 3 or 4 times on this trip coming up. And I'm guessing we'll be gone like 3 weeks, maybe 4, not sure. And that'll be great. The other nights on the trip I'll be either stealth camping or trying to find a spot to stealth camp or something like that. But there's some really good spots. And there's one I've been very tempted to do for a while. And I was pretty much ready to do it. And then I got that sty in my eye when I was in Kamloops last time. So that's right up on the list. And probably we'll be filming that this weekend if all goes well. I have to go get insurance on the car today because between the dealership and the insurance company, nobody seemed to have any sense of urgency about getting things done by 5 o'clock when everybody closed. So I'm borrowing a dealer's plate right now. Car dealer's plate. And yeah, I'll have to get this all legitimized. But yeah, I'm just all packed up here and gonna get out of here to start the adventure. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the help here, crazy neighbor. Come back in the morning bright and early. Sure woke me up. Cheers, guys, and stay tuned. The adventure begins. Slippery.